One of the things I've been thinking a lot about is aloneness. And there's two things that come to mind. One is a line from Deuteronomy, another is a ritual that we have. And when you're at synagogue and you do your silent prayer, you can stand for as long as you want. And there's always one person who every week stands there for as long as possible. And every synagogue has one. And you don't say anything to them. And there's a line in Deuteronomy that says, "It is not because you are the most numerous of peoples that I have set my heart upon you and treasured you. Indeed, you are the fewest."
Yeah.
And those two, I think, are this frame around the Jewish faith.
Let's start with aloneness. First of all, it's the first thing that's called not good in the Bible.
Hmm.
At the very beginning of the story of Adam and Eve, God says, "Lo tov heyot adam levado." It's not good for a person to be alone. So aloneness is a human dilemma, and togetherness is a human need. And I've thought of that line many, many times during the pandemic for obvious reasons. It's a real trial, and as you know, and as everybody who's listening knows, mental health experts will tell you that rates of depression are up, and various mental diseases have been triggered or re-triggered by this because you need other people. And the paradox in Judaism isn't so much the aloneness of the individual and the people, because you have to have a minyan, you have to have 10 people to say many of the prayers. And most ritual practices many to most ritual practices in Judaism presume other people there. But the people itself is called a people that dwells alone. And what has happened throughout most of Jewish history is that Jews were isolated. And part of the reason why they developed these very powerful bonds with one another was because the outside world didn't want them. And when the outside world would accept them, it would only be on the terms that you're no longer practicing as Jews. This is one of the things, by the way, that however you feel about America, and I know that this is a complicated subject, especially at the moment, Jews have enormous reason to be grateful to this country, because it never said, in order to be accepted here, you have to cease being Jews. And that was our experience almost everywhere, either explicitly or implicitly. And so it said, you can be part of the polity and still be who you are, which is why we didn't have to be alone here as a people to be part of America. And that's what makes this moment so complicated for Jews. But the single individual, I think that's just a syndrome of certain individuals as opposed to a reflection of the Jewish tradition. That's my take on it.